this is the end game. Like I said, I will be doing a gameplay video using my deck and ladder. Here's a quick refresh of my deck. And let's get right to it. So the most important thing when you start the game is to see what you have for your opening hand. I usually give out a good luck for good sportsmanship, and then I'll get right to it. So if I have Bandit, I'll bridge spam her. I'll deploy right next to the bridge. If not, I'll look at Musketeer or Ice Wizard, but I'll prefer Musketeer because you can't really ignore her because she'll do a lot of damage to your tower. Looks like he's a giant. Okay. So I'll put a Bandit on the other side, and I'll just use my Prince and my Tesla to defend the giant. Okay, so he's a Valkyrie, which is a strong defensive card, which is a weakness for my Bandit, and which I'll take out with my Valkyrie. I'll use a Zap just in case. Okay, looks like a full health Prince. Maybe we'll get one hit or two hits from the minion. Yeah, it does. That's fine. Oh, okay. So you guys know, a Bandit's a very good defensive card against Prince because the Prince's first hit doesn't hit the Bandit. And usually the Bandit walks away with some health to spare to actually dash your tower. So again, I'll play my Musketeer on the other side. He'll probably put a giant down. And there it is. I'll use my Bandit. I don't know how much elixir difference he has right now. The Valkyrie again. He put his Valkyrie too soon. Didn't hit my Musketeer at first. So it takes out almost all the damage, or all the life of the Valkyrie. Perfect. I'll use my Prince again. Oh, he's a Musketeer. Okay. Interesting. So I'll also take her out with my Valkyrie instead of the Witch. I'll try to take out the Bandit too if it doesn't dash first. Okay, it does dash. But since I got the giant already out of the way, my Prince could kill the Bandit. Okay, so now I have a full health Valkyrie going on one end, so I'll quickly attack the other end with the Bandit. Perfect. He uses all of his elixir to defend against the Valkyrie. I get a full health Bandit hit on his tower, which will take more health off of his tower than he did on mine in 2 full attacks. So not to worry. And now it's double elixir, which I think will actually benefit me instead of him for this game. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to play defense until I have a clear rush on the other side. Ice Wizard is a pretty strong defensive card against Witch because it can take out the level 13 skeletons, even though my Ice Wizard is just level 12. I'll put a Valkyrie again to defend. Okay, he's a giant, and I'll take out his giant. It's not a problem for me. He quickly cycles his Witch. That's fine. Against, I'll put another Ice Wizard, you know. Ice Wizards are strong against the Witch. I'm going to try to rush with the Bandit on the other side. Let me put the Bandit down. Or I'll put on this side because he's already rushing me with the Bandit, which would take out both of my long-distance troops. I'll put a Prince. This is my signature push. I put the Prince, and then I put the Valkyrie right on top of the Prince. Rushes in. It looks like he uses most of his elixir on that Giant and Musketeer. His Valkyrie doesn't attract my Valkyrie, so my Valkyrie has a lot of hit on his tower. My Prince took out, and there we go. Perfect. My Prince took out his Valkyrie. It had ability to hit at least once. Probably could have hit twice on his tower. I used an arrow just in case, and that's how I won the game. Here, I'll show you how I use my deck in another game in the ladder, so you can get a little different side of it, because actually my deck is kind of versatile, you know. This was one way I used it where I played mostly defense because he had a giant, but here in this game, maybe I'll play mostly offense. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Goblin Barrel actually is a weakness against my deck. Or I mean, it's weak to my deck, actually. I have a good amount of counters for it. I have a Zap if it's under level 13 for the goblins, and I have arrows, easily takes it out. Unless it's like an arrow bait deck, I usually have no problems. And I have Valkyrie, which takes out the front 2 goblins and before it ever hits my tower. Okay, so I usually try to defend against the fire spirits because they can nick a lot of damage off your tower over time. So I have my tower, my Tesla to do that. I kind of deployed my Ice Wizard a little bit more to the right than I wanted to. I wanted to go on the left side, actually. That's fine. So then I'll just fully rush the right side with my signature push like I used last game. I showed you at the very end, the Prince and then the Valkyrie right on top of the Prince. Looks like he used a mirror for his Goblin Barrel, which was a horrible idea because he knew I had arrows. might have forgotten, but that was 7 elixir he wasted that took out in 3. Even though we got a good amount of hits, it wasn't enough. My signature push took out his whole tower. I have a bandit and my prince. I think it's going to be a 3-crown win. And yeah, he gives up. A little P.E.K.K.A dance. And there you go. That's how I do a 3-crown win. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. And now you know how I use my deck in the ladder.